Yo, so I'm just walking through New York and I just bumped into someone and he's like, yo, I got a story for you. Guess what just happened to me? Tell me the story.
White ladies walked to me and gave me $100. They say, look at it for the angels.
Yo, another day, another adventure with your homeboy Jermaine and getting this vlog started off. Just another day in Brooklyn. It's another day in Brooklyn. I think Mexican food. I don't know. Maybe I see a lot of Mexican food in this neighborhood. Yeah, so what do I got going on today? Today's another random day. It's what, like 9:30. I am probably gonna go have some coffee. I haven't had coffee in a minute because when I'm at WeWork, I usually just have tea and never have coffee. So coffee's on the list. It's not too cold out here. I hear a lot of people saying, oh, the weather is like so bad, it's so cold. I mean, it's not summertime, but it's also not freezing. I'm really digging this place right here, Middle Eastern and Mexican Grill. I don't get it. Did someone from the Middle East like come over here and marry like a Mexican chick and they're like, yo, let's open up a restaurant together? I don't know, I don't get it. But yeah, I need to take this L train right over here. And anyway, yo, let's get this video started. All right, as of now, I am here along the water. I got off the train at Bedford and Oasis opens at 11. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Oasis. Instead of going to Starbucks first, I really want to check out this view. I like this view. It's a really, really nice park, especially in the daytime when everyone's at work. There's like not a lot of people here. There's a couple people walking their dogs and stuff in the soccer field. I love this part of New York, yo. It's so low-key and chill. It's not a lot of action going on. It kind of reminds me of a San Francisco neighborhood. I thought maybe I would fill you guys in this video because I noticed as I'm editing this video, I left out a couple things. Now, I am a huge fan of Brooklyn. Now, just going to New York back and forth. So going to New York back in the day, I would always like go hang out in Manhattan because everybody goes to Manhattan. Most people know of Manhattan. There's a lot of things to do in the city. But then on the flip side, there's also a lot of things to do like right outside of the city, like in places like Brooklyn and the Bronx. And the thing about Brooklyn is just, it kind of reminds me of a lot of San Francisco neighborhoods. There's people, but there's not like tons and tons of people where everywhere you look, you see people. That's kind of how the city is, or Manhattan is. And from here, I was just like hanging out in this area. I ended up going to like Starbucks for a little bit. Was gonna go over to Oasis. Wasn't exactly feeling Oasis, but then there was another spot I wanted to go to in the city. So from there, I made my way over to the city. You gotta take a train or something like that. I really wish I would have just rode a bike or an electric skateboard, but the weather just wasn't all. The weather wasn't my best friend. Honestly, the weather was not my best friend. But yeah, let's go over to the city and let's do some random stuff over there, right? Just leaving Union Square. I'm gonna go down to this vegan restaurant by the name of Go Zing. They have really, really, really good food. I'm gonna go check it out really fast. And that's what we got going on. And now look at the sun poking through the sky there. Nice day, lovely day. Okay, it Go Zing's now. Trying out the wings. Ooh. Yo, Jermaine, what kind of weird food are you eating? So this place is called Go Zing's. Now, I discovered this place a couple of years ago. This is not a new place that I've went to. Alex and I used to come here back in the day. They're very, very famous for these soy wings. A couple years ago, I haven't seen anything close to this creation, but nowadays, more and more people are making like soy wings and making like vegan wings and stuff like that. I really like this like sweet sauce that they have on it. It's not very spicy. I mean, if it was spicy, that would be legit, but then it's also legit that it's not spicy because that way I can actually enjoy it instead of, you know, taking a bite and I'm just like, and then taking a bite, or I'm just like down in a beer, or I'm just down in some water because my mouth is burning. Like I can actually like taste the flavor and absorb it. And this is good. This is straight. I like this. Yo, so I'm just walking through New York and I just bumped into someone and he's like, yo, I got a story for you. Guess what just happened to me? Tell me the story.
White ladies walked to me and gave me $100. They say, look at it for the angels. Fuck my head up with that one.
It's so New York, right? Who just does that? I've heard of that.
I don't even know this man. I just told him right now. I swear to God.
You gotta love it, man. Take care, dude.
Yeah,
Man, you doing better than me. Take care. And yo, the guy on the payphone was a trip. Like, how did I meet this guy? I was literally just walking down the street, just walking. He's like, yo, let me tell you something. I'm like, all right, what you got? Like, tell me your story. And he just hit me with this one. And I said, yo, you gotta repeat this one. You gotta repeat this one for the camera. He was like, all right. He just repeated it. It was a trip. It was funny. But I hear about stuff like this happening in New York a lot. Like, people just getting hooked up. Like, some person in high power is just like, yo, have this or take this or whatever. But it works. I mean, it didn't happen to me, but like, awesome feeling, yo. Okay, so pretty much the last scene, I don't know what was going on here. Like, I really don't know what was going on here. So what happened was this. Like, I'm crowded in this crowded train station, right? I get on the L train, and the L train is, going to the Bronx. And, this guy's beside me. He's got this big bag, and it doesn't look anything out of the ordinary. A lot of people have bags and stuff like that. But I noticed that, like, he's pulling out a brand new pair of shoes, okay? Nothing sketchy, like, just a pair of shoes, all right? And then I noticed he's, like, taking all the labels off the shoes. It says, like, size 7, and he's taking the sticker, and he's, like, sticking it, like, on the subway thing. And then I noticed homeboy got some pliers, got some clippers, and he's clipping the shoes, and it just made me wonder, maybe he just went to the store and bought all of these shoes, and maybe they just forgot to take the sensors off, like. I mean, that definitely happens. Maybe that's what happened. He just went and spent a couple $100 and they didn't take any of the sensors off. And then when he walked out of the store, none of the sensors went off. And then he got on the train and he's like, yo, I better take off all these sensors before I take these shoes home to my wife. My wife may think that I stole all these shoes, So I guess homeboy was just on the train, just, clipping the shoes and taking the stickers off and getting rid of the sensors. The train stopped a couple times and he took some of the sensors and like threw them like down in the tracks, I guess, so people wouldn't find them. But I don't know, it's just the things that you would observe in New York City, like you just see things and you just wonder, like, I bet he did buy all of those shoes and they just didn't even take the things off, he probably just like, I just happen to have some pliers in my pocket, I can just cut these off and just take them home and everything gonna be good, everything gonna be A-okay, and it's just how it is, And then after that, I ended up making my way back over to Brooklyn because I didn't vlog anymore after this. I think I got off at the train station at Bedford again. That's the spot. It's like the little hipster area, and there is an Oasis because I was gonna hit up this Oasis. The Oasis in Williamsburg. It's like super popular, super famous, and they've been serving like the same dish for like years and. It's pretty much the same price, like $4.50 for a falafel. That's not a bad price. That's not a bad price for a falafel because back in the Bay Area, they'd be hitting you by $10 for a falafel. Don't get me wrong, like the falafels in the Bay Area are definitely a little bit bigger than the falafels at Oasis, but yeah, $4.50 versus $10. Yeah, so I had one of the falafels and falafel was legit, yo. Really, really, really legit. And then from there, I don't know. I don't know what I did. I think I ended up going back and like passing out or something. I ran into a YouTube subscriber at the spot I was staying at. He was like, yo, what up, Jermaine? What are you doing? I thought you live in San Francisco. And I'm like, I do live in San Francisco, but right now I'm over here in Brooklyn. He's like, oh, for real? You in Brooklyn? I'm like, yeah, I'm over here holding it down in Brooklyn. I just got back from Queens. But I got to go meet up with my homie tomorrow in the Bronx. So I'm just all around the boroughs, but no Staten Island on this trip. But hella, I go to Staten Island all the time. I like Staten Island. But Staten Island is one I don't think I want to go to in the winter because I had to take that ferry in the winter and it's going to be cold. The air going to be blowing through the ferry. I think I want to wait to the summer and hit on Staten Island. Anyway, I'm just talking about random spots in New York. But yo, gonna wrap this video up. Like, comment, subscribe. Another random day in New York City. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I got going on. I don't know what I don't even know anything. I don't know anything. But tomorrow's my birthday, which is gonna be super weird. What the hell am I gonna do in New York City tomorrow? My birthday? Question mark. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. I love y'all. Bye bye.